Patience is going to be the key for both the Knicks as an organization and for the fan base. Can we stop with the Anthony Davis talk and what we need to give up or what we are willing to give up, or stop with the Zion talk? Can we stop with all this nonsense? The Knicks have to wait their turn, man. There's no quick fix. There's no quick fix. It doesn't work like that. That's not how any of these teams, aside from the LeBron James Miami Heat, no team in NBA history has ever been built like that, on a quick fix from some free agent splash they make. You build up within. You know, a lot of what these Knicks fans that are on Twitter, that are on Instagram, that have a lot of these channels, a lot of what they're missing is the knowledge of how a team is built from within. Watching the development of a player or multiple players. That's something that they have no clue about. They came into the game during the Marbury years. That's when you guys came in the game. 25-year-old Knicks fans. That's why I'm always shitting on you on Twitter. Because you guys don't understand what it is. Your balls dropped when LeBron was switching teams. When LeBron went to the Heat, that's when you were old enough to understand what was going on. And that's what you saw. You saw dream teams being built, manufactured from within. But that's not how it works. It's not how it works. You know, something that I really don't hear being talked about enough is like, yeah, this is a 10-win team. But you realize that some of these guys on this team have to work out. Some of these guys have to work out. The Vonleys, the Dotsons, the Triers, Knox. Some of these guys have to be a part of this team that you feel so entitled that we're going to have in a couple years. Some of these guys have to work out. You know, if you look at teams up and down the league, they've got those fill-in players. You know, there's the stars, then there's the glue guys, but then there's that other layer underneath, right underneath the glue guys. And those are the guys that are the fill-in guys. The guys that can make shots when you need them to. The guys that can play both ways, offense and defense. The guys who can switch the pick and roll on 3-4 positions. Those are the guys that we need to start developing. The stars will come. The Knicks will surefire get a top 5 pick this year. And barring some disaster, not that the Knicks are allergic to disaster by any means, but barring some disaster, they're going to get a damn good player this year. A damn good player is going to be suiting up in Orlando or in Las Vegas for the New York Knicks Summer League team come this July. And we're all going to be excited about that player. Who that player is, I don't know. If you ask a Knicks fan that's under 25, 27 years old, we already got Zion. Fit him for a jersey. Let's start looking for apartments in Westchester. Doesn't work like that. And I'm not even sure Zion is the best fit. Again, I don't do my judgment for college basketball until well into January, February, once conference play starts. The scouting reports are a little tougher. That's when the men separate themselves from the boys. But I'll tell you right now, my guy's Ja Morant. Ja Morant, Murray State, point guard. That's my guy. That's my guy. Hands down. The Knicks need a quarterback. The Knicks need a guy who plays 35 minutes a game and makes players around him better. His personality makes him better. His overall game organically makes the 4 players on the floor with him better. That's something the Knicks have not had since before my time even. Knicks have had some stars. Don't get it twisted. The Knicks have had some good teams, and they've had some stars. But the Knicks have not had a quarterback for as long as the New York Jets. Mark my words. The Knicks have not had a quarterback for as long as the New York Jets. And the Jets got their quarterback. It's time for the Knicks to get their point guard. And in my honest opinion, his name is Ja Morant. This kid jumps out of the gym. He's got a confidence about him. As Seth Greenberg said a week ago, he's a humble kid off the court, but when you put the ball in his hands, he's a different person. That's what the Knicks need. That's what I thought. Not that he was a point guard, but that's what I thought we drafted when we got Iman Shumpert. I thought we got a guy who just, when he was between the lines, he was a different animal, and he would put his life on that. When I say put his life on that, I mean the person he was on the court was a religion. You know, I thought Iman was cut from that Garnett, from that Kevin Garnett cloth. I really thought that. And I see some of that in a different way, but in a different way, but in a similar overall aspect. I see a lot of that in Ja Morant. A dude who just puts the jersey on, goes to war with his teammates, makes them better, takes it serious. It's serious. It's business right here. Every single night I'm out here to show that I'm better than you. And I feel he has that. And as limited as Iman was offensively, he took that to heart defensively. He took that to heart. And I'm not saying anything negative about Zion. This kid looks to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I'm going to tell you, we already have our power forward. That's how I see it. And if I'm thinking about going forward, and you got Kevin Knox on the wing and Kristaps Porzingis on the wing post, what do I need right now? Do I need another guy who they're comparing to a young Larry Johnson? The next LeBron? I don't see that. I don't see that. Shawn Kemp? I can see that one. Or do I need the guy who's going to have the ball in his hands to further this offense, to take this offense to the next level? Back to Morant's skill set. Slender body. Not going to be able to guard the pick and roll his first couple years in the league. Can he learn? Sure. He's got decent size. 6'3". Frame is slender, as I said. He can fill out. Already jumps out of the gym. He's got a nose for the ball. Fearless attacking the rim. Is the jumper perfect? No, it's not. Can the jumper be fixed? I think so. I think so. Damian Lillard wasn't a top-flight shooter when he came in the league. He earned that. He earned that with work. Bottom line is, and this can segue right into Anthony Davis, sometimes you got to go forward with what you have. Would I like Anthony Davis and Kristaps Porzingis to be teammates? Absolutely. That would be something. There was a game, I think it was Kristaps' rookie or his second year. I think it was a Saturday game or a Sunday game, and it was Kristaps up against the Pelicans and Davis. And I mean, there was a sequence where you had 2 7-footers running off screens, catching the ball outside the three-point line, pulling up and hitting like it was nothing. 7-footers running off screens on the perimeter. I mean, that's unheard of. That would, to see them on the same team, that would be something that we've never seen before. So I'm not knocking anything on that. What I'm against is mortgaging the future for one player. I'm not sure that with the direction of the game today, that Kristaps might have the better next 7-8 seasons coming up. If I had to foresee the next 8 seasons, I'm not sure that Davis is better than Kristaps. Now, they've both had their injury issues. I can't sit here and say that Davis is injury prone and ignore Kristaps' injuries. But the shooting ability. Now, one thing that I said since the first time that I saw Kristaps play in a Knicks uniform was he's going to have to Nowitzkify, I'm going to say. He's going to have to Nowitzkify his game. Dirk Nowitzki wasn't anywhere close to the athlete that Kristaps is. That's for sure. But he figured out a way to utilize his skill set and also be available for 15 years. Not that he didn't have his own set of injuries, but I mean, the dude played. I mean, he was available. His game wasn't a taxing game on the body. He utilized his skill set as well as anyone I've seen since Bird. And Kristaps needs to become of that cloth. All this high flying jive and all that, that's what got him hurt. I mean, let's face it. Dunking on Giannis in a game, hell of a dunk, by the way, but that's what got him hurt. And his body's not built for that type of wear and tear, but his skill set is. And that is why I'm not so quick to want to say I'm willing to give up Kristaps for Anthony Davis. If we can have them both, I like that. But trading Kristaps for Anthony Davis, I'm not on that wagon. And then you want to throw in the first round pick and Kevin Knox? Listen, I get frustrated because of the way media paints the Knicks as an organization and the fan base. The Knicks definitely get thrown into a lot of rumors as a leverage pawn. That is fact. And I am clearly not ignorant to all of the god-awful mistakes this organization has made in terms of hiring personnel, handling public relations, and handling the makeup of their roster over the last, I've got to say 15 years. But I do believe in this group they have leading the team. I believe that they are focused on at the very least, being patient. That is something that I believe. What moves they make, I'm not going to be, unfortunately, come June, I'm not going to be in that room on draft night. So if the Knicks have a top 3 pick, I don't know what they're going to do with it. I know what I would do with it at this point right now. I don't know what they're going to do with it. So obviously there's a lack of trust there. But from what I've seen, they're making a conscientious effort to develop players and develop players in the direction of where the game is going.